So I've got a working version of a physics scene. This is from the Three.js .org. Examples. If you search in the sidebar here for physics, there are several examples here, and I'm using this one. So I got the code for this from here, and I just copied. You can copy the raw. Command A, Command C, and then paste it in to your index.html. You're going to have a couple of issues with that. One is the import map, but if you have an existing working Three.js scene, this is exactly the same stuff. These are the absolute URLs that we're using in all the examples that I've used so far. You will have not absolute. You'll have these. You can see they're shorter. This one's just a handful of symbols. These are relative URLs. So the absolute URLs that you see here and that you're using in other scenes will work for you. But we also need to get the Ammo script. So I tried using the code that this is referencing. It's here. But it's a WASM, W-A-S-M, WebAssembly language, or WebAssembly M stands for something. And that I couldn't use that code. So I just went and, there must be a dependency or something that I'm not aware of. So I went to the source for Ammo, GitHub, Ammo.js is my search. And Kripken is the authoritative source here. Kripken's Ammo.js. If I scroll down here, I can find builds. And if I scroll down here, I want the Ammo.js, not the WASM, but the Ammo.js. And then I'll go to the raw. And instead of linking to the Ammo code through this through a source link to this raw file, that didn't seem to work, and I think I have some idea why not. But instead of using that, I'm going to just copy all of this code. So I just select any, Command A, Command C. And then back in Glitch, I need, when your page will automatically have a script.js file, and there'll be a couple of lines of code in here. Just replace everything in here with what you just copied. I guess I always thought that a link to a source off, somewhere on the web, that downloaded the content and made it available to my application. But I think it must be referencing it in real time, and that's why it fails, because physics is something that has to happen so often and so constantly. I don't know, but that did not work. I couldn't use the link to the raw repository. I had to copy the code to my script.js folder, and then here in my scene, just above the import map, I have this line. This says include include the ammo code as a comment. So this is the reference to that file, which has all this ammo stuff in it. And that works. You will have to, if you're making changes to your code, do remember you have to click into the scene to get the functionality to work. Q or A, move the arm. The physics in this scene are rigid bodies, like the sphere and these cubes and the gibbet here, hangman's gibbet, crane, are all rigid bodies, and the rope is a soft body. And we can see that it flexes. And A swings me around. I guess I would call that clockwise, and Q counterclockwise. So now you can play with this. If you want to use one of the other examples of physics, there are several if you want to start from those. But you need to do the same thing I just described, getting the Ammo.js code in your index, in your script.js folder, and this line linking to that folder.